Five, four, three, two, one.
Well, now, we call this the act of mating.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk. Radio.
Motherfucker, I'm awesome.
Every time I hear that, that's just awesome. Thank you, ATR, for designing that. Just gonna say this. ATR is now head of the graphics and designing for all albums and all production-based stuff. He will be working with Oscar if they're doing any videos, because I know he can do some stuff like that. He made a 15-minute ridiculous movie, but I mean, that was pretty good. But hey,
shit happens.
Yep. Also, we're actually trying to see about a new artist. I don't know her. Xbox does, but hey, we're not going to get into that. Just going to make it
possible new members. Trying to expand on the group.
So technically, we're going from D12 to Young Money.
Yeah. Only we won't have any controversy with one of our founders.
Great. All right, so
Mention the Birdman incident.
Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to ask, and I will never ask. But I will ask this. Oh boy, what happened? Oh my God, I paused. Oh Jesus.
Relax.
There you are. You're
Oh my God. So Xbox. So when you were doing the songs that were made this weekend, what was going through your mind when you were like? I know that Oscar, the game asked you what was going through your mind, but what did you feel? Like what like besides having the power, what else? Like, man, I cannot come up with these questions like that. I gotta fucking write shit down, man. I can't do this. What the hell?
What was his mentality as we were recording?
Exactly.
Focus.
Okay.
Mentality, focus. Because I've practiced music. Everything that I do, I've practiced before, and I'm not going. Anybody should be practicing. Anybody that's doing anything knows that practice makes perfect. It sounds cheesy, but it's the truth. Some people don't want to put in that work ethic and practice. Doing this for the first time, I feel like the past 8 years that I've been doing music and singing, that the practice for 8 years is finally working off. The practice is exactly. The practice is finally paying off, and it's starting to pay off with war and the new age. Now, when I was thinking about this, it was like I felt like I felt like we were just in the underground, just like, oh my God, like we're doing this, okay. I don't know how many people follow us. I assume a lot, since we've been doing this for 4 years and he's been doing this for 2, and who knows how long I'm going to be stuck with this while I'm doing my videos. But that's the truth, because I don't know how long I'm going to keep this up. And quite honestly, that took 2 days, and it wasn't much. So when you talk about dedication, I understand it. It is a lot to dedicate. But it also depends on your position. Mm-hmm. You have a lot to be worried about in your position. You have a lot of dedication. He's going to have a lot with his dedication. Me, even though I have a small part right now and I just came in as just a vocalist, I'm sure I'm going to have a struggle too. Because sooner or later we're going to get into bigger and bigger projects. And, who knows how long we're going to live? We're only freshmen in college, Who knows what happens 4 years down the line? Now, my plan with college is I want to try and see if I could become an actor with also a background in independent filmmaking. Because once I graduate, I want to be able to do this. But seeing that the way that our careers are switching gears, that if I graduate, I could be doing that on the side and also doing music video, visualing and directing too for us. Because when we get the profit and the budget and all the equipment and the right idea to start finally doing music videos, which I know that the game has been talking about, I know you have been talking about a lot, and I have been on board with that because I can visually direct, and I have all these ideas that can be collaborated and mixed with whatever you're thinking of, and I know we can make gold. So all around, so pretty much in the arts industry, between the artistry, the music, the vocals, and the visual and the acting, we all have that background all together. He's a filmmaker, you're a rapper, I'm a singer and an actor. We all have our other little background detail and minors in our careers that we can all put together. He's got more experience. The game has more experience in filmmaking and all that than I do. You know, that's without a doubt. You know, it doesn't even matter if he's been doing it a semester longer than I have. He just has that. I like to see myself as having the visionary and seeing how things could play out. And I've made a film before where Oscar was my right-hand man with this. I told Oscar, I'm like, look, I'm going to think of something. You let me know if you have another suggestion. Because he was doing this before I was. So whatever ideas I had, he was just helping me out. And for a good most part, I mean, how many times did you help me out? Like 3 times? That was it? And the rest, you only had like 3 other suggestions with the film, really.
Yeah.
Besides that, I mean, it came out pretty good. My professor critiqued on it a lot. He liked it, but he had a lot of critique. So he spent a half hour with me, you know. But the point being, going back to the question, so what I felt focused, I felt motivated, and I felt things are starting to pick up because shit is going to hit the fan in a positive way. It's going to hit in a positive way, and the shit's hitting the fan, and it's going to be all over the ceiling. That's what's going to be us. We're going to be all over Queens and Staten Island and the Bronx, you know, all of us, wherever we're from. And then we're going to expand out to New York, and we're going to expand out, you know. Connections. As long as we're focused on what we do, we're going to be fine.
Because I'm going to email, don't forget to tell, what's his name?
He's actually away on vacation. We have, for anybody that's listening, we have WSJU. It's a radio show at St. John's University. We were going to send in the email of our 2 songs that we made, but I was going to tell Ryan this before, and I forgot. He's on vacation right now. He's not going to be back. Romel's not going to be back until we all get back from our spring break vacation. So I would honestly just send the email anyways, and just say that you know me, and I am a recommendation as well as a part and as a feature on the song. So.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my connections in Linden State College for WWLR. One of the DJs was my peer leader, and he had a show too as well. And I asked him when is his next show, since he's going through a bit of a rough spot right now in his life. He said in 3 weeks. Why? And I said, oh, do you mind if you debut 2 songs for me? And I will have like a recording of me explaining what the songs are. He's like, I would love to debut your songs. Because I'm not going to be there until 2 years, because when I was there, I had the HBK show, and literally, pretty much,
at Linden State.
I debuted pretty much all the old and new songs I've done, so I want to keep that going, because I remember for WWLR, I was told that Break It Down is one of the songs that Oscar and I and JJ did. It hit a pretty big number, and it was on the top of the charts for underground music, for underground rock, rap. It was just amazing, and I was impressed. I was also inspired that, okay, we set the bar, now we gotta reach higher. And basically, the stuff that Oscar and I did with you, we just set that bar even higher. So I'm trying to figure out what can top those 2 songs. And I was thinking, because now since I'm going into beat making, because the song that you heard, My Passion, that beat is mine. I made that. I made that like a month ago because I had that on my mind. And from there, it was just...
He hasn't been back. Go ahead.
But pretty much that's basically what happened. And I want to just improve on that. And so for me trying to reach a different level, I mean, it's just going to be different because, you know, Game heard me make beats and he was impressed. It was the song when you slept over. What was it the other day? That was that song that you heard. So I was.
And I was really impressed because before, we were doing we were using beats that other people make, like any beginners would, but now we're kind of like we're climbing the ladder here. You're creating our own beats and we're just expanding our horizons right now with this.
Exactly, and like right now, I made a beat yesterday. Right now, I already have lyrics for it. I finished it last night, right before when you were calling me constantly. I was trying to freaking record it, but But I had the chorus done for that. I have the chorus written down. I just got to get the vocals right, and from there I can just go bang bang. It's good to go. Of course. Of course. But like I said, all in all, X-Pac, phenomenal singer.
Thank you.
Great performer. I mean, because when we're doing our breaks, I was reading my Snapchat because I kept one of the things that Oscar sent me, and I wanted to videotape it because I found my video camera, so I wanted to videotape it because I thought it was pretty funny. Because freaking X-Pac threw, what was it? You threw tape and it hit my tooth, and so and then you started making like Elmo sounds, and then all of a sudden you drop your gum, and then it's like you start flipping the shit out. That was great.
Yeah, a particular friend thought we were so weird with that shit.
I can imagine because he's the comedian, you're part comedian, and I'm just dry.
You're not dry. You're just
saturated.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the opposite of what it means.
Oh my god.
You're a drought!
Great!
He's a comedian. I'm just stupid. And you're a drought, so.
We're like a fucking Abbott and Costello. Except we switched. I'm supposed to be the dummy, you're supposed to be the one.
Great. That's wonderful. Thanks, y'all, who's listening to this. Hi! We should have Farrar on often if we have to get in deep in topics that he probably knows.
Yeah, like we did last week. That was pretty good.
Yo, literally, we started trying to write your bridge for New Age. All of a sudden, we're talking about how, I started the topic with...
kind of started off with, laying down the ground rules about the dedication, and then, he was completely agreeing on it, and then, we just spiraled out of control with our conversation.
It was really funny because HBK came up to me after we finished writing my lyrics for my bridge in the song, and he came up to me and he was like, okay, I'm going to have to tell you this right now, and you have to listen. I have to talk to you about this. He's like, whatever you do, I know you're not like this, but, you got to be dedicated, and you can't rap about sex, money, drugs. I'm like, okay, like I knew that already. Hello.
You could, just not frequently.
I'd rather not do it at all. I don't want to be like everybody else.
Because Black and White's all about the truth. It's not all about, I know I did an album called Truth and Fantasy, and I'm going to resurrect that, but, it's...
But I mean, if you look at Break It Down, that was kind of one of those club anthems, but it did
work because pretty much if you listen to any sex song or any thing that involves around that and alcohol and drugs, think of a fucking club song.
That's why I say you could do it, just not frequently. Not every track has to be about that.
Mm-hmm. Like JJ saying, "Oh, I'm gonna steal a girl and just bang her on the wall, the ceiling, and floor and."
Shoot you with your own gun, take your money, shit like that.
I don't know about the second part, but the first one sounds good. Hold on, I'm about to go downstairs to the fourth floor.
Yo!
Psych!
Wow, that's great.
I'm not kidding. I mean, that would feel good right now, but whatever.
Hunter.
Well, I was going to say something. You said it too. You said we're trying to be the truth. The line in New Age, we are the gods of truth because we're trying to be the truth of the underground.
Exactly.
A lot of people in the underground speak it, they rap it, but nobody actually comes out and flats out says it.
There are specific few who actually do it, but those artists don't come out with albums that frequent. But when they do, they really hit you.
They are like the M&Ms of the underground.
M&M's, the Yellow Wolves.
Exactly.
Tech 9. There you go. That's a big one right there. Tech 9.
That's
Tech 9 too. Even Tech 9.
Yeah, exactly. And
Tech 9 will hit you with that real good.
Exactly. Like they don't come up with albums that frequent, but when they do, they hit home. They talk about the truth. Like Yellow Wolf with his single "Till It's Gone," he speaks the truth with that. What's another one?
Die Alone by Eminem. That speaks it. And what was it? Tech 9, Over It. That Tech 9 and Ryan Bradley, I think.
I believe so, yeah.
Over It, he explained that too. He explained, hey, I'm not trying to be mean, but, you know, if you want people to listen, then you just stop talking about bullshit and actually talk about real life experiences. And that's the great thing about being an artist. You don't have to talk about your experiences. You can talk about other people's and try to make it to you. That's what I've been trying to do now, because
the whole point of being artists is hitting the listeners and the viewers in some way with art,
or hit a specific place that it actually relates to them, something that they can take into their own lives.
That too.
Like when you're talking about like sex, money, and drugs, you're basically describing the lifestyle you wish you had. Like not the dreams you want to pursue, not the troubles you've gone through, not things that have not things that have gone through your life that really had an impact on what you are now. No, it's just all about partying and having fun. And yeah, it's true. Like yeah, we only have one life and we should enjoy it, but it's not always like that. So we're gonna make those songs where we hit home. You could like them or not, but it's the truth, and you just have to deal with it.
And we're not gonna stop. Like the game said, we're not gonna stop. We will not stop, because basically that's what we're gonna be doing. And like the game says, if you have a problem with it, or if you don't like it because it's too emotional, well, grow a pair.
With it, you know, I'm sorry that you can't deal with it, but it's just something that happens that you have to accept.
You know what it is? We all hit a point in our life that we have something that we go through. So people want to front. See, here's my thing: the people want to front and say that they got it all. And people don't have to speak their words, but you can just tell their actions. People front up and their actions speak like, my life is perfect. You're shit. I'm better than you. We're all going through something, okay? Usually, kids that are like that usually are in that fucking popular crowd that, you know, the money speaks for it all, you know? And I could be wrong, and I have been wrong multiple times. There are people that I know that are loaded up the ass and have all that, and they're still very humble. But the thing is that they have something that goes on with their life that gives them a positive attitude about things and always keeps them smiling. You know? They keep smiling because when they go home, they have a reason not to smile, you know? Like, nobody's going to notice, and you know we're not that out abroad in Staten Island, but I'm not going to repeat this anyway. I heard of a friend that I had a friend back in high school, and she was a very sweet girl. You know, no name. She was a very sweet girl. She had tons of money. She was loaded, and she was friendly with everybody. Like out of that popular crew, like she was the nicest one. She was so genuine and sweet. You know, she was going out. She still is going out with one of the kids in that popular group. Well, he was actually a baseball player. Yeah. So like he was one of the best ones, but he was going out with her. You know, he was a cool kid, whatever. You know, but she was just genuinely nice. And somebody said something about her, about, you know, she's so sweet and how she's able to keep it off and like a positive attitude all day. And there's nothing saying I can't, but you know, I can't put the words together about how she brought this up about. But she said the reason that she was like this is because she had to help her mom, like, deal with alcoholism. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, despite what you have, what material things you have, you will still have an emotional problem at home. I had it, he's had it, you've had it. You know, we're all going through something. But here's the thing. Don't use it as an excuse all the time. I've had for a good number of months that I've been down and stuff like that, and sometimes I wasn't myself, and the excuse would be, my grandmother. I've been thinking about her, all that, and I would use that because that's the truth. Like, I really was upset. I still think about her, but I'm not upset as frequently as I was when I came here. I think by the time I went home after the first semester that I was starting to feel better. Because it happened during the summer, and then I was going away, and now I was back home for that month and a half, so it was like, okay, now I'm used to her again through the school year without her, and just see how this plays, you know? So after coming back, and, now I'm used to, like, being around, being in this atmosphere without her, like, it hurts still, yes, but it's not...
Like, I get what
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the point
is... It still burns, because, like, I know he's still hurting about... both of his grandfathers. I'm still hurting about my late aunt.
Exactly. We all go through our things. We should be embraced by it and be humbled by it.
Exactly.
Don't use an excuse to get everywhere, because not everybody's going to be, not everybody's going to sit there and listen all the time. And trust me, I am the first one to be like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. But after a while, like, if I'm giving you, like, if you're going to use it for excuses, like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I wasn't thinking, like, okay, whatever, it's fine, whatever, but, like, if I'm giving you advice or something, you're not listening to me, like a guy or girl advice, or an addiction or something, I can't help it, I'm addicted, or I can't help it, I love him/her so much, fuck you, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye,
I went
goodbye.
To a certain degree.
To a certain degree, yeah.
But yeah, we've had friends like that have gone through the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the thing that I do is, like, if you can't help yourself, I can't help you. It's like you have to deal with it on your own.
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Exactly.
Actually, I should rephrase that. I'm telling you what to do, but I'm not going to do it for you because I see the things. People are spectators with certain things like that. I have that gift. I could see everything. When somebody's upset, I could see it. I know what's going on. I could probably tell the reason what it is or why they ain't saying it, but I just see it. It happens every day. Okay? But you're not gonna, when you tell me, you're not gonna tell me you're not gonna be a jerk and not talk to anybody, because that's not healthy. But when you do talk about it to people and you're open about it, you're not going to make it what's the word?
Like a healthy relationship.
You're not going to make an excuse for everything.
Yeah.
And there's no time for that. Excuses are only real when they're valid. Excuses only go on for so long, and there's got to be a valid reason, But, after a while, that's it. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Oh, by the way, ATR wants to meet you. I quote from a text message from ATR himself, who thinks that he's funny as shit, but he's not, and yet I still laugh at his corny ass.
He said I'm funny, but I'm not?
No, I'm saying he thinks that he's funny, but I don't think he isn't, and yet I still laugh at him.
Okay.
Okay, so he's like, I quote, hope I'm not interrupting, but listening to Ferrara talk, I would like to meet him. He seems like a really chill kid. Wow, man.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You really like to meet him. He's a really chill man. Yes, I've gone from this to this.
Come on, Dad. You dropped your gum out of your fucking mouth.
There you go. Here's the comedy that we need. Mm-hmm. We went from being so damn serious.
You're listening in. You're on for a meetup. I'm telling you that right now. He's on. I want to meet him. I got to meet everybody else anyways, too, so.
Yeah, true. Because he is part of Black and White family, so.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to try to make that meet and make I'm going to try and make that trip come up soon.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, man, let me know. My place is fine if you want to stay here or something like that.
Whatever, we'll make arrangements and all that,
Yeah.
Leave over, you come, I'll fucking kill you. Anybody listening in, my address is psych. You're not stalking me yet.
That is Ferrara, everybody. And
that is reason number 2 why I brought this kid on the team.
You said that's reason number 2 5 times ago. That's got to be reason number 7. 7's a very lucky number. I would like to know what 8 is. Because he's got nice, luscious hair. No reason number 9. He has hoop earrings. Who wears that anymore? Besides if you're from the 80s and the 90s. Newsflash. I'm not a stud guy anymore. The studs are overrated. Trust me. Too many studs. These studs ain't studs no more. They're
grown ass men.
They're gold. They're jewelry. They're jewelry. There's a price on them now.
Oh shit.
He's cracking up, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan is cracking up in a body.
Wait, I think we just lost.
Wait, hold on. I would like to let everybody know that's listening in. Ryan HBK, whatever the fuck he is. He's laughing in a weird position that he looks like that he just laughed while drinking juice and he squirted out of his nose because he bent over with that look on his face, and he just went down, and now I just see the dark. I feel like I'm watching a scary. I feel like I'm watching a horror movie. Oh shit, that scared me. Just a noise or a sound out of nowhere, and it just pops up and scare you. It's gonna be like it's like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh man.
Ladies and gentlemen, for everybody, give him a round of applause. We are going to be taking another 15-minute break. We'll be back on for one more part. Yeah, one more part. And then I'll be on tomorrow at 2 o'clock with ATR. Maybe if Ferrara isn't doing anything, maybe I can give him a call and he could be on.
We'll be in the studio by then.
Yeah, we're going to be in the studio. Maybe we could squeeze a little bit in by then.
Maybe. Because, like I said, we're only doing 2 parts because ATR has to go camping.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Camping trip. I never did that before. Oh.
I've camped and it's...
Epic trip. Wonder what happens there.
You get a couple of vaginas in there. You'll need it for it.
No, he's going there with the Boy Scouts.
Dude, I was a Boy Scout too.
So you went as well. What the fuck are you kidding? He's trying to play it off like he was doing that shit. You're a Boy Scout too. You got some spinning to do. I don't know where those fucking fingers spin, you Boy Scout. You put his hand over my mouth. I don't know where those fingers been. You Boy Scout.
See you in 15 minutes.